Hey guys, remember the microphone? I loved this thing. I loved using it. Who knows? I might bring it back. I stopped because people made fun of me and just were saying mean things in the comments. And as much as I'd like to say, it doesn't bother me, sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. And obviously it did because I ended up creating the crazy thing that I guess is less distracting. Whatever. We're getting off the point. This is all about what this community is and why we're here. Okay? I want to share the story as to how this all started. And I think in light of it being Vlogtober, and that means that I can make vlogs and go off script a little bit or off brand, that's what this video is going to be all about. So please stick with me because there's some pretty important stuff I want to just share with you guys at the end. This started about 3 or 4 years ago. And the quick part of it is, like, I watched a bunch of vlogs by Casey Neistat and Peter McKinnon and Maddie Happage and Chris Howe and Jesse Driftwood, just all these guys who are making amazing videos. And I'm like, I want to do that. So I ended up spending too much money on camera equipment and started making videos. The videos were fun. I loved doing it. I made vlogs. I used to vlog every single day. Granted, I only got like 15 days in a row, but it was pretty consistent. I got like 100 and something videos out, and it was an insane experience. And I loved it. It got nowhere though, and ended up consuming all of my time and making me really tired. So I gave it up. I'm like, it's too hard. I'm not going to do it. Fast forward to last year. The world kind of got put on hold, and a lot of us were faced with the same reality. We're doing something we don't like because it's secure and it keeps us paid. And, you know, security is, I guess, the key to happiness. At least that's what we thought. And then that security was kind of pulled from underneath us. So just like, you know, that Jim Carrey commencement speech talking about how why waste your whole life doing what you don't like, just to have it pulled out from underneath you. If it's just as risky as going after your dreams and doing it, then do that. Yeah, that was a really abbreviated version. A really bad recap of what he said. But the basic premise is this. I thought there was security in something I didn't like. Turns out there wasn't. So now with that realization, might as well take the chance doing something I love, which is making videos. Well, coincidentally, at the same time, I joined a challenge, and that challenge was put on by a team called the Think Media team. They have a great channel. If you're looking to make YouTube videos, I recommend it because it worked for me. They have a class, Video Ranking Academy, costs about $1,000. I took it. I liked it. It gave me success. Great. This isn't an ad for them. What this is just telling you that they gave me a lot of tools to make videos. And so I did. I started making videos. In fact, if you're watching this right now and you're a subscriber, you've seen some of the videos. Plenty of them, really. If you can remember the microphone in the hand, you've been here for a while. And I thank you for that. But these videos, they started to work because this class I was taking is very, very smart, and they know what they're doing. And so I kept going and going and going. And look at where we're at. We've grown so fast in such a short amount of time, and it's so awesome. But there's always been an element that was missing. And not until just a couple months ago was I really feeling that. In fact, I've wanted to quit doing this for like 3 months just because I'm like, there's the point. I don't feel like I'm really doing anything special. And then this Vlogtober challenge happened. And I basically gave myself permission to go off-brand, to not make review videos, to make personal, to make meaningful videos that I care about. And this is one of them, a really long-winded vocalization of how I feel about something. And so we're going to keep going, okay? Thanks for sticking with me so far. I'm not talking to an audience right now. I'm talking to myself. I'm telling myself you have permission to be you right now. This is somewhat therapeutic. If you're resonating with this, I love it. But I needed to be told when I was 20 years old, it's okay. You can be yourself. Because I couldn't. I felt like everything I loved, all my passions, all the things I love, which would be classified as nerdy, were just not allowed. You see, when I was really young, I moved here from middle of the U.S. I lived in Illinois. And I was really pasty, chubby kid moving to California. Not a good combo. Not a good combo, especially Southern California. Holy moly. It was a wild, wild ride for me. And then middle school was really rough. You're just at the pinnacle of emotion and all sorts of hormones, and you don't fit in physically and mentally. And the part that was the hardest was the things I loved more than anything were Star Wars and video games and some other stuff. And so my friends started to become people who loved those same things too, which I guess would be classified as nerds. And we got picked on quite a bit. We definitely got made fun of all the time. And I was like, well, high school will be better. High school was not better. It was not better. I got bigger and I started to really love stuff. I fell in love with RPGs, everything Japanese. I listened to metal from Finland and I really, really dove deep into anime. Oh boy, did I. It didn't get better for me. I had friends who liked it too, but the second high school ended, so did all those friendships because, well, I decided that the only way for me to live my life and not get made fun of all the time was to kind of leave that behind. And so I did. I dove body first into the fitness industry, which I still am about, and I'm super, super into health and wellness, but that's not this video. This video is about the fact that I had to completely change my identity to fit in because I couldn't, and it was way too hard for me to be confident in myself in that time period than it was for me to change everything about me. And then, I'd say 5 or 6 years ago, I just said, screw that noise. Much different vernacular, but we don't cuss on this channel. I said, screw that noise. I am doing what I love. And there was always something that I loved. I love video games. I loved all things Japanese. I absolutely loved movie soundtracks. I would listen to movie soundtracks in my gym while I was the only one there, working out super, super hard while everyone else listened to gangster rap and dubstep. I was listening to the Gladiator soundtrack because it's epic. Check it out. And I just dove back into it, like made up for 10 years of me just hiding from all of my self. And I got so deep into everything. I started playing D&D again. I started playing Magic the Gathering. I started playing more video games. I started playing a lot more video games. Started really jumping in and learning video game languages because I love Final Fantasy X and Al Bhed. Yeah, I really like it. And at this time, I was working at Apple. And I remember specifically one dude comes up to me and he's like, you're married, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you also work out a lot? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, you play Final Fantasy X? I'm like, oh yeah, I even know Al Bhed. And he's like, no, you can't. No, you can't. There's no way. I'm like, yeah, totally, man. I love that stuff. It's the best. I absolutely love it. I know this. Started spouting off just a crazy amount of things about different video games. And he's like, there's no way someone like you can like that stuff. And that was the moment for me. That was the moment that I realized it doesn't end when you leave high school. It doesn't end when you're in college. It doesn't end when you're an adult. You just can't do multiple things. At least that was my experience. And so that's what this is. That's what this place is. This place is a melting pot of all walks of life. Everyone who's passionate about nerdy things like video games. That's what the purpose of this was. I've made countless reviews of stuff. My videos that have done really well are telling you that the Xbox Series S is a great system to buy, which it is. But what I truly want to say to you, more than Xbox Series S, more than the Nintendo Switch, more than anything that's coming out in the next year, 2 year, 3 years, which I undoubtedly will tell you about what I think about it, is this. You belong. You are awesome. Everything about you is awesome. Yes, it is okay to be 32 years old and play video games. It is okay to cry during an opening cutscene of a video game that's extremely emotional. It's okay to play Magic the Gathering. It's okay to play Dungeons and Dragons. It's okay to watch anime. It's okay to only listen to anime theme songs while playing Magic the Gathering inside of a card shop. I did that the other day. It was magical. See what I did there? Yeah, I'm a dad. It's crazy. And it's okay to live your life playing, doing, and loving what you love. Because guess what? You're awesome. You're special. And you are someone that I want to know. So, that's my elevator pitch. Join the Discord, please, so I can meet you. If you're like me, if you just want to belong somewhere. I was like, dude, where do I go? I don't know what to do, so I'm going to make it. But now I just need more people to play with me. So will you join us in this awesome, awesome community? Because we really want to meet you. Cool. That worked. Oh, man. Rad. Okay, well, classic sign off. Happy gaming.